Today we're taking a whole leg of lamb, marinating it in garlic and rosemary, then slow roasting to a perfect medium. I'm also going to be showing you how to take the leg bone out for easy carving. We're also going to cover how to roll and tie the lamb as well. This roast lamb's tender, full of flavour and super easy to make, plus the skin's nice and crispy as well. Here's how we do it. To start, we're making a garlic and rosemary marinade, which we're going to be stuffing inside the lamb after we take the bone out. To make this, we finely chop 2 teaspoons of fresh rosemary leaves, then add into a bowl with 4 grated garlic cloves, the zest of a lemon, a tablespoon of olive oil, and a good amount of sea salt and black pepper. We give it all a stir and set the marinade aside for now. Then it's time to debone the leg of lamb. Here we've got a 2 kilo leg of lamb, and what we're going to do first is flip it over so the skin's facing down, and then feel where the bone runs through the leg. Next we're going to use a sharp boning knife to cut into the meat until we reach the bone. Then we're going to use the tip of our knife to cut the meat away from the bone a small section at a time. This step can be quite fiddly, so it's best to take your time with it. We need to keep cutting the meat away from all sides of the bone whilst working our way up to the knee joint. Once you've cut enough meat away, you'll be able to get the tip of your knife underneath the bone to cut the meat away from the bottom part as well. Once we reach the knee joint, we can bend the bone to open up the joint and then cut around the top of the leg bone to release it. The bone can then be set to one side and used to make some stock or gravy. Now all we need to do is trim any bits of bone off the lamb, as well as any connective tissue and excess fat. This helps make the lamb even more tender once it's cooked. Once we've done that, we butterfly the 2 thick bits of meat on either side of where the bone was, then lightly score the meat in a crisscross pattern. Next we spoon the marinade from earlier over the lamb, then massage it into the meat. Then we fold the lamb back to its original position and flip the leg over so we can tie it up. Now what we need to do is secure the boneless part of the leg with butcher's twine. To tie the lamb, we need to start from where the top of the leg bone was and then work our way down the leg, tying with string every couple of centimetres. The string needs to be tied tight enough to hold the meat in place, but shouldn't be too tight. It shouldn't be cutting into the meat. If you didn't fancy deboning and rolling the lamb yourself, you can ask your butcher to do it for you. Once we've tied the lamb, we can put it uncovered in the fridge and leave it overnight. The next day, we take the lamb out of the fridge and let it sit at room temperature for 1 hour. Then we brush a thin coating of olive oil all over the lamb, then season generously with sea salt and black pepper. Now we put the lamb into an oven set to 120 degrees Celsius or 248 degrees Fahrenheit. We roast the lamb until it reaches an internal temperature of 55 degrees Celsius or 131 degrees Fahrenheit. This will take 2 to 3 hours. You'll need a digital food probe to check the internal temperature of the lamb. Make sure to check the temperature in the centre of the meat. Now that our lamb is cooked, we need to cover it with foil and let it rest for 1 hour before searing it to crisp up the skin. The internal temperature will continue to rise as the meat rests, bringing it up to a perfect medium. To sear the lamb, we turn our oven up as high as it goes, then cook for another 6 to 8 minutes until the skin is golden and crisp. In most ovens, the highest setting is around 260 degrees Celsius or 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Once seared, we can serve the lamb straight away, there's no need to rest the meat again. To serve, we remove all of the string, then use a sharp carving or chef's knife to cut the lamb into slices. I like to season each slice of lamb with extra salt and pepper. And that's how to cook a slow roasted leg of lamb. The full written recipe can be found on my blog saltbuttersmoke.com.